Hi, I'm television's Magic Mike Likey, and I'm pleased and excited to share with you a little bit of behind the scenes close-up magic. In other words, what goes on in what some of us call pocket management. Alright, let's get at it. Now, I'm going to go sort of in order in my pockets and kind of not in order, because when I approach a table, be it at a restaurant or a bar or lounge or whatever, and I've been doing this since early 80s, so you can figure out how long I've been doing this. I've been doing basically the same tricks, pulling some in and out of brand new tricks from that span a gamut of 30 years. So one of my mainstays is sponge balls, and I keep my sponge balls, if you'll pardon the expression, in these pockets, in these coat pockets. So in other words, I'm set up for, and I can't really reveal how I do some of these, but trust me, the sponge ball routine, and maybe I'll be sharing with some of those with you in a little while, are in these two pockets. In this pocket, regular deck of playing cards, simply because sometimes I like to improvise, sometimes it's just a good idea to not have trick decks on you. So, what else do I have? In here, I carry my flash paper. It's just simply a plastic case. Sometimes it's metal, and it's this size, small pieces of flash paper. In this pocket, I also have a pen. It's a Sharpie. I also carry in this pocket, and I remembered today to put it in, a lighter for the flash paper. In this pocket, I have two decks of playing cards. One is the invisible deck, and the other one is the nudist deck. It's also called nowadays mental photography. Moving down in pocket management, I also have over here my 3-rope trick, or Professor's Nightmare. It's really cool, small size I made up by coring a small size rope and dunking the ends in white glue, and that gives it a nice solid feel at the end, so they're not frayed. On this side, let's see what we have. Two decks of playing cards in these pockets. One of them is for a Jay Sankey trick involving flash paper, and another one is the rising cards. That's a surefire winner. I could do amazing sleight of hand, but in the end, the rising cards will get them. So these two decks are here. Also, let's get to my waistcoat or my vest. I have, I almost gave away how I do this, but I have a Monopoly money trick. In the trade it's called Mismade Monopoly, and that's what it looks like. But there's a surprise at the end, which hopefully I'll share with you a little later. So that's in this pocket. In these two pockets, I love this trick. It's called Holy Moly. Moving down to my pants, I have spare bills, which I carry in a little case at an area that I call home base. Now this could be in the kitchen, tucked away in a corner of the gig of the particular location, or I could just have it on a stool or on a chair in an area of the bar or the restaurant that I'm not working, and get the staff to make sure it's undisturbed. So I'll often have either my case, my close-up case, a bag, a doctor's bag, whatever, with extras, with spares, because I'll give these away. And also, I have spares of my rubber band tricks, which I keep in this pocket right over here. So without giving anything away right now, I'm going to show you, yep, I have one of two rubber bands. And speaking of the rubber band trick, I'm going to demonstrate it for you very, very quickly. Now, I get an assistant either on my left or right hand side in the bar to watch really, really closely. And I talk about rubber bands being like the large linking rings trick, except, well, they're tied together, and that maybe somehow magically I can slip one within the other, causing them to link. So I place one over here and one right through like so, and oftentimes I'll just get somebody to blow magic breath, which they do, and I show that the band has passed right through the other one. And then I get someone to hold their fingers like this, and I stretch the rubber band between the two fingers like so. They're two fingers, and I just do the same move again, the same illusion again. I say, now we're going to try that again. Maybe it was just a fluke. Everybody blow. and it passes right through. But what's really, really cool is you can rub, 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 place it into that hand blow magic breath, and before you know it, they're actually permanently linked. Now, I've gotten into routining a little bit in recent years, and here's one I want to share with you that I believe is original. The last part, the very last part, the revelation we'll call it. And so I go through, suffice it to say, and we don't need to do this here because it's a commercially marketed effect, the Professor's Nightmare, the ropes of 3 different lengths. And it has the conclusion, the climax of it, if you will. Everyone loves it, they applaud. I put the 2 other ropes away, the little one and the long one, and I keep the medium one out here. And I do a ring and string routine. For brevity, we'll just use one of my own rings. I get them to examine it. If there's none available, there's no break in it, this really is an ordinary ring. And I go through a couple of moves that comes on and off the ring, or on and off the string, if you will. But for the finale, which is what I want to share with you, this is a very standard move except at the end, the very end thing. So I close my fist around it. I have one spectator on this side, hold on to one end of the rope or string, spectator on the other side holding on to it. I snap my fingers, the ring is gone, and then I go, can you guess where it is? And I reach into my back pocket, which is also loaded up with this. And I go, well, we have here actually a key ring. Out fall the rings, or the keys rather, and right on one of the hooks is my very same ring.